Pope Francis is giving more attention to the role of women in the church. He's approved new guidelines on the matter in the Vatican's Laity and Family Office. One woman in the Vatican says it's one of the Holy Father's priorities.
It's putting into practice what had only been spoken about, really, or had been mentioned in the first 5 years of this pontificate. It's really taking this teaching that Pope Francis hopes to impart and giving it a specific structure within which to then start to elaborate how do we promote the role of women within the church.
Emma McCarthy has been working at the Vatican for 16 years on the Vatican Commission to Prevent Sex Abuse. Vatican correspondent Juliet Linley joins us from Rome. Juliet, what do these new statutes say? Why are they so significant?
Lauren, they say the office should contribute to a reflection on the identity and mission of women in the church and in society and promote their participation. So Francis recently appointed 3 women as consultants for the Vatican Doctrine Office. It was the first time in history that that was done, so that was a major breakthrough. Now, there have been long-standing complaints with women essentially being perceived perhaps as second-class citizens within the church. So this is the Holy Father's effort to face up to those possible shortcomings and send a strong message that the church wants to encourage women to participate more greatly in it.
You know women who work at the Vatican. What do they tell you about their experience?
Well, Emma McCarthy, whom we heard from just now of the Commission for the Protection of Minors, she tells me that in these 16 years she's been working at the Vatican, she's never felt gender biased. She said she always had the exact same pay as her male counterparts, that as a working mom, she received good maternity coverage and benefits, and that people in her workplace are very sympathetic when it comes to work-family balance. Now, that is not necessarily the case for every female Vatican employee, of course, Lauren, but that was what she was telling us today.
The Vatican's Commission for the Latin American Church has proposed a synod of bishops on women. What do church officials say about that?
Well, Commission head Cardinal Mark Welle said these are important novelties. Recently, an assembly was held dedicated to women, and he said it was an eye-opener for him. He said, quote, I have to confess the meeting profoundly changed the ideas I had on the issue. So clearly, there's a long way to go, but change does appear to be happening slowly but surely here at the Vatican, Lauren.
Juliet Linley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent, thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.